Hello, welcome to Bargains with Love. If you follow my channel, then you know that about a week ago we got suspended by eBay for 3 days, which meant that we couldn't list any new items and all of our listings were not visible in search. So that was not a good thing for a reseller. And they did that because one of the YSL bags that we sold on eBay did not pass their authentication. In today's video, I want to tell you why I think eBay was wrong and what you can learn from my experience. So we got this YSL bag from Bulq.com. And Bulq is a very reputable wholesale liquidation company. We buy from them a lot and we never had any problems. We never had a problem getting something that was not authentic. We may get items sometimes from them that are broken or not in good condition, but we never got anything that was not authentic. And this YSL bag was actually a second bag we got from them. The first bag we got from them was a YSL Lulu black medium-sized bag. We sold it on eBay, sent it off to their authenticator through their authentication program, and it got authenticated just fine with no issues. And when we got the second bag from them, we were really excited. Did not expect any problems. I examined it myself. It looked 100% real. The only thing that I couldn't find on it was the serial number, and I just wasn't very worried about that because I probably just didn't know where it was supposed to be located. So when we got the bad news from eBay saying that they were not able to confirm the authenticity of that YSL bag, we were very shocked and surprised and upset. First of all, because I held the bag in my hands and reviewed it thoroughly and all of the attributes checked out. It was, in my opinion, 100% authentic. So what I did at that point, I contacted Bulq to let them know what happened and that we got suspended on eBay for 3 days, and we were very disappointed that we got something from them that was not authentic. And I wanted to see if there is anything they could do to rectify the situation for me. So they responded and asked me to file a claim, and I did. I filed the claim. I provided the pictures that I took of the bag, and they took about 2 business days to review everything, and then they got back to me and they said that they actually approved a return for me. So they wanted me to return the bag to them and they would offer me a refund. They sent me a shipping label so I can ship it back to them, and they said that they will refund me $420 for it, which they would consider a wholesale price. I was actually very happy with that decision, so I stand behind Bulq. I do a lot of videos about them. I'm not sponsored by them, but I think they do the right thing for their consumers. So I would have been happy with $420 refund if the bag was indeed not authentic. However, I was still not convinced. I wanted to wait until I get the bag from eBay so that I could take another look at it, look for the serial number, and I thought if I find this serial number, then I'm going to get it authenticated. And that's what happened. It took me probably about 8 days to get the bag back from eBay. When I received it, I took another look and I was able to find the serial number this time. And that's because I watched a bunch of YouTube videos where other YouTubers were comparing a real YSL Lulu bag to a fake one. And the serial number is actually located differently if it's if you're looking at the medium size YSL Lulu bag versus YSL small size bag, the serial numbers will look slightly different, and I can show you the pictures on the screen because the first bag we got from them was a medium size and the second one was a small size, and I'll show you the pictures. So because I was able to find the serial number, then I wanted to get it authenticated by another company, by a third-party service, and I decided to go with Legit Grails. I'll put the information about Legit Grails in the description of this video if you're interested in using their services. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I just found them online and they look like one of the most reputable companies for authenticating luxury items, and I decided to use them. So I paid for the service, submitted my pictures to them, and they came back to me and they said that they need more quality pictures, because obviously if they're authenticating, they want to make sure that the pictures are clear and that they can see everything. So I went ahead, took more pictures with my nice Sony camera, made sure there was plenty of light on everything, took nice pictures, sent it back to them. So they came back about an hour later to me via email and said that since the YSL bags are so risky, there's a lot of risk involved in authenticating them because there's so many fakes out there, that they wanted to send the pictures to another independent team and to get their opinion as well. And so I was totally fine with that. It was going to take a little bit longer, but I wanted to make sure that we get the correct result. So they sent it to another independent team, they reviewed it, and then a few hours later I got a response from them saying it's authentic. I was so happy, was so relieved. They sent me their authentication certificate, which I'll put on the screen. And with that, I decided that I can go ahead and list the item, but of course not on eBay because I can't relist it on eBay anymore. But I decided to list it on Mercari. So the way it works on Mercari, you can build your listing, but before you publish it, Mercari will authenticate it themselves before they make it viewable. So I had the listing ready to go. When I clicked submit, then I got a message from Mercari saying that they need to authenticate it. And in order to authenticate it, I had to take fresh, real life pictures. So I had to take my phone and go take pictures of the bag with the phone through the Mercari app. So once I submitted those pictures to Mercari, it took them a little over 24 hours, I believe, to authenticate it. And then we got the message from Mercari saying that it was approved, everything is authenticated, and the listing went live at that point. And as soon as the listing went live, I got 2 offers, and one of them was for $1,520. And I was super happy to accept it. So the bag sold within just a couple of hours of listing it on Mercari, and it's now on its way to another happy customer. So I'm very pleased with that. If you know Mercari versus eBay, Mercari fees are lower. So we actually made more money with Mercari than with eBay on this bag. What can we all learn from this situation? First, I would say learn as much as possible about the items that you're selling, especially if they're high-risk items such as those designer or luxury items. They get copied a lot. Make sure you yourself know how to authenticate it. So take a first stab at authenticating the item before you list it. So take a first stab at authenticating it. If you personally feel confident that it's a real thing, that it's not a fake, then step number 2, I would recommend getting it authenticated through a third-party service. Pay the extra fee, get it authenticated, and if you get the confirmation from another company that it's authentic, then you can go ahead and list it. And of course, as you know, if you list it on eBay or Poshmark, then when the item sells, it will go through another authentication process by eBay or by Poshmark. So on Poshmark, they have a certain dollar limit. I believe it's anything that's over $500. They offer a free authentication service to their customers. So on eBay, it's not a dollar amount. It just depends on the item. For example, they authenticate sneakers, and I don't even think there's a dollar limit. One time we sold a pair of Adidas sneakers for less than $100, and it's still required to go through eBay authentication. On other sites like Mercari, they will authenticate it themselves before they actually publish your listing. And I'm not sure about other platforms. I haven't listed any of those items on any other platforms besides eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark so far. I know Facebook Marketplace also has some pretty strict rules, but I'm not really familiar with those authentication rules that they have. So another lesson is that eBay is not always right, and you guys probably know that already. eBay is not always right. If something like this happens to you and you sell something and it does not pass their authentication process, just wait till you get the item back and get it re-authenticated. submit it to another company or take it to a local retail store that sells those types of items. Get it authenticated so you can get a second opinion. Just like with medical services, get a second opinion. So if you do get it authenticated like I did through another company, then you can relist it on another platform and make money. If you have a similar story, then please share it in the comments down below so that we can all learn from each other. If you have any information that could be helpful to others, please go ahead and share it. I would really appreciate that. And thank you for coming to my channel. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I put out videos weekly. If you like the video, please hit thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you don't like it, hit thumbs down. Any type of feedback is appreciated. Thanks again.